hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So time coming to you guys with another Bad Boys After Show. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video, okay? I'll be getting tagged left and right. Apparently, it's been going down in the South Central, okay? They were fighting all at the red carpet premiere. I made up my mind, y'all. I'm not going to be doing the Playboys or the Academy After Show on Sundays with the Bad Boys. I'm going to do it on Mondays still because they just dropped the Baddies East audition, so that's like next week probably or the week after. So that'll be done because I'm gonna have to move it back to Monday. So I'm gonna just leave it on Mondays. Okay, I see everything that's going on. Stay tuned for the videos. I see all that stuff that's going on at the red carpet. People getting maced, jumped, all of that. They make Zeus look appropriate on God. Okay, but I've seen everything. I've seen it all. Hey, Joyce said Sky fell out. Oh my God. I told y'all that was going to happen. Don't I predict everything that's going to happen? When I say I'm Mr. Cleo, I don't play around. I swear to God, I have a third intuition. I predict ish before it happens every time. It never fails. I swear to y'all. Okay, so I did pin the link so you guys can call in. I just tap in a few little things. All right, the new Bad Boy. I'm glad that they picked him and not any other bad boy because he's up to their weight class. He's not like, you know, some frail little boy that they brought in that would probably got jumped and probably would have want to leave the house. I'm glad that they did bring him in out of all the choices that they did have as bad boys, to be honest, because that boy started fighting right out the gate. Also, stay tuned for a video after this. Y'all know that ending fight, right? So recently Banga was on live with him and they talked about how like the angle that they showed it from, because y'all saw my recap. From what I seen, it looked like Chef D, you know, did him a big one. But apparently that's not true. So stay tuned for that video. I do agree with what they had to say because Razor, when she got into it with Scotty, the ending of the season, they showed like this little clip and they showed it from Razor's point of the view. And Scotty barely hit her. So it really matters what camera angle that they show it from. Whoever looks like who took the W, whatever camera angle they show it from. So they really showed it from Chef D's angle, so it looked like he took the W, but according to Banga, he said he did not. Okay, and also they dropped the Baddies East teaser for the auditions, and a fan threw a mic at Ruby and Natalie. I hope this is Ruby's Rose's sign to know not to do Baddies East, girl, because this is going to be the least of your worries. Because instead of getting mics thrown at your face, you're going to get a fist thrown at your face. So I hope she knows what she's getting herself into and is not fooled by Natalie's, you know, dreams and fairy tales that she's selling her. Because she's going to be sadly mistaken when she realizes, you know, what she's really in for. All right? Natalie dodged that mic real quick. All right, she took her chin with her. And Ruby looked like she getting hit in that face with that mic. DDG probably sent one of his sister's homegirls over there to the audition. Said, get that bitch. Oh, God. And also, we see that Low London and Roly Poly Snack Meals, they end up getting into some scuffle with some fans. Also, we see them all down at the table. Roly looked like she throwing a big clutch or a big purse. It's like a pink something she throwing. All right. I'm surprised they're attacking Low, though, because Low usually isn't the one always thumping. All right. So let me know what y'all thought about the teaser. The teaser looked really good. Whoever did the editing for it, they did him a big one. I really like the teaser. Okay. What is going on, Cabrini?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. I just want to talk about how, have you noticed, okay, I'm an old school BGC person. Doesn't Carry On remind you of Mimi? May she rest in peace. She kept fighting, but he kept losing, but he kept swinging. So that's one.
I'm in Miami, B.
Yes, exactly. And then I was thinking about Orlando. Everyone on Twitter thought it was funny, and I was thinking, what if he actually overdosed? What if he actually like on TV, like, and then Chef D was holding him like he was a clout token, like, look, I'm with Orlando lost in. Orlando needs to go home.
Yeah, I
He
did
needs to
see
get
people keep commenting that, Orlando said, where's Raz B? We on that hard stuff. I did hear that.
Well, he looked like he popped something that made him not able to walk. It was bad. And also, is it true that Chef D and Jonathan are cool?
He was calling him his twin in this episode. He said, "Twin."
I mean, now, because after Jonathan said he wanted to fight him, because I think that's the one person that can actually get him together. Because I really wish that would happen.
Yeah, I think that they're cool though. He clarified it also on TikTok, so I think that they're cool.
Okay, regardless, I hope somebody gets Chef D. Regardless, this was a filler episode. Nothing really important.
What'd you think about the new boy?
Oh, I appreciate that his sister came to twerk on his behalf. He came with his mama and his sister twerking, doing whatever he needed to do. I appreciate that he's actually not scared of Chef D's big ass, because he can't fight. He's just huge. And that's why no one wants to take that hit, because he's just real big. Doesn't he kind of, that monster thing give you kind of Predator? And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Predator? Did you see how he was grabbing Orlando?
Yeah.
And then just keeps hitting people for funsies.
Yeah.
It's just a lot going on. But that's all I pretty much have to say. There's not a lot going on about this episode. It was a filler. But this is my first time, and that's my birthday cake for my birthday. Have a good day. I like to do rag.
Happy birthday. All right. What's going on, Coco Bada?
Hey, it's been a while.
What's up? What do you think about tonight's episode?
Not much. This whole season has been hilarious. Like, I cannot with Raz B. Like, it's funny. And you're right. Like, his voice is very, like, I don't know, annoying kind of. I don't know. He's, like, very professional. He gives me, like, I'm white, but I'm black. But Chef D and Orlando, I'm like, I wonder what the hell they be doing or what happened after that party, because he was holding on to him like a little teddy bear.
So you think the powdered donuts was involved?
Allegedly, but it's Orlando. I definitely feel like it was more than just liquor involved in this situation, because there's no way that you're that, messed up and everybody else is just like lit, turning up. But he did say, I'm finna show y'all that real Whitney Houston, So that maybe that was what he was talking about, the powdered donuts. Huh?
My bad, I was muted. I said I'm surprised they didn't bleep that out.
Yeah, he said, they want to see me turn up. I'm about to show y'all that Whitney Houston. I was like, Lordy Jesus, this nigga Orlando is something else, like literally. But I do feel like he was hella messy with that whole situation, as far as bringing up, I felt like somebody in here, whatever the case may be, like with Chef D. I heard that Chef D was gonna fight Prince. Like, there was no need for you to say that. I low-key feel like Natalie Nunn probably called him up and was like, look, we need this show to get as many ratings as we can.
Right.
I need you to go ahead and get in that Sprinter van and just tell them what Raspy just told you, okay? The same thing you just told me, just say it to them.
Right.
Like, I definitely feel like she had something to do with, Orlando doing that, because it just came out of nowhere. And then it was like, you punched Ara and it missed. Like, be for real.
All I say, he hit his shoulder or whatever. He said that thing touched his cheek. All right, what do you think of the new boy?
What do I think about Adonis? His forehead and his hair is like, it's receding a little bit, but he's giving. Yeah, it's really big. Like, I was looking at when they was showing his pictures and stuff. I'm like, is this the same person? Because it kind of don't really look like the same person. But with Big Lou and Ara, I really like how, like, Big Lou, like, he was always my favorite one on the whole cast. But I really like how he was able to be like, oh, you know, like Ara actually is cheering me up and all of this other stuff, and how they were jumping on a bed. Like I felt like that was kind of cute or whatever. But I feel like let's get down to the whole Stunner and Roly Poly and the cat situation. I honestly feel like, you know, maybe Roly Poly was or is allegedly doing powdered donuts probably right now, because think about it, she's probably so insecure and she's probably around other multiple girls that are not saying that they do it, but come on now, they're in the industry right now, so half of them are probably doing it. And you know, in order to lose weight, sometimes bigger people, they get desperate, sometimes they don't know what else to do, and you clearly see she desperate, she went under
With
the
that
knife.
BBL surgery, you didn't need a BMI limit.
I feel like honestly, instead of getting the BBL, she should have just got the ring, because it would have helped her more. And then like when she get the ring in her stomach, like it would have just helped her lose her weight, and then she could have just got the surgery after. I felt like, you know, like you said, like you doing your surgery is basically like, girl, you just want to show somebody, oh, I can have a big butt and I can have big titties and I could be that girl. And it's like, no, you should have just did it the correct way, roly poly. Like we is not trying to see all that flappy ass shaking and shit like that. Like, cause you know it's still gonna come out looking a little bit weird because she didn't do it the correct way. Like the correct way to do it is getting the ring and then getting your surgery and getting all that tightened up, or just work it out. You know.
What'd you think about this season of Bad Boys so far, and who out of the whole cast is your favorite? And final thoughts.
Okay. Uh. So Chef D is just. I feel like he's funny. I feel like the way he talks is just hilarious. He just be looking like one of them cartoons off the Looney Tunes, like with their teeth sticking out or something. Like I don't know. He just looks funny as hell. But I do feel like I don't really like it that much. I feel like it's just the
Versus
same
season
thing.
one, and you like season one better this season?
I like season one better than this season. I do like the cast better that's on this season. I just feel like Prince, no. Like you always acting sassy or girly every 5 seconds. Like, what do you really give? You know what I'm saying? Like some of them is not giving what they gave in the audition. But my favorite one right now is Big Lou and Motown, because Mo City, because he's just
Oh, I
fine.
said
I don't
Motown.
know
Who's
what.
that?
Yes, he is fire. Like he's cute. I like him a lot. Final thoughts is, I don't know. I feel like I want to see Natalie Big Chin having ass up in one of the episodes at least. Like, come on, girl, show face. I
Not
know
y'all
you back
missing
there somewhere.
Natalie. She gave y'all appearance this episode.
She gave a little bit of but I wish she'd have, like, you know, that moment that she had when she was doing a video. She went out with them. She turned up with them.
Oh, okay.
I feel like when she's there, there's more coordinates there, because they like, oh, okay, this what we finna get into, this one what we get into. I feel like Jonathan trying to run everything. Like, girl, you can't even run shit. You out here being drunk, having security chasing you down the street. Like, you's a big fat ass mess. Like, I don't know.
All right, thank you so much for calling in, and make sure to stay tuned for the after show.
Yes.
We gotta get into South Central.
Okay, yes, because I haven't gotten into that. I really got some commentary for that, but I got you, boo. Subscribe and like the motherfucking video right now.
Period. Thank you. All right, what is going on, Mars?
Hey, Pierre, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm over it. Like, Bad Boys season 2, they just need to wrap it up, because I feel like I've been saying the same thing. Everybody just getting a follower. Like, this is not the background stuff. Why are we hazing the new boy? Like, I don't know. It's just really getting lame to me. I don't. Like,
so you didn't like how they're ganging up on the new boy next episode or the end of this episode?
Yeah, because like I feel like a lot of them haven't really had their moment. Like Prince and Mo City, they haven't really had their moment to like fight yet or whatever. So I feel like they're kind of just looking for their moment. Not necessarily Prince. Like, I just feel like they know the show is boring because everybody's friends. Like Chef D, Lou, Redley, everybody's like cookie crunch girlfriend. So it's not really giving what it's supposed to give. Because I don't know if you tuned into Playboys tonight, but that was way better than this episode as far as I'm concerned. If y'all really want to see something, go to Now That's TV and watch stuff. Was given.
Listen,
That
let
like
me find
I
out.
don't
Let
even
me
mean to
find
be
out Mr.
shady.
Owner is paying you a check.
No, he's not cutting me no check, but he needs to be the way that I be
He
putting
like, hey,
out
call
on
in
TV.
Superior
Like,
Extra. No,
no,
I
cause
did see a little
go
bit of the
ahead.
Playboys, and the editing is really good. I will say that. And I just only watched half of it. I gotta watch the other half. The editing I already
Mhm.
seen is like really good. We're gonna have the after show tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely be
Mhm.
in for that because that was way more interesting. I just feel like the season could give way more if like it was a bunch of random people who didn't really know each other. Because I saw you on the Araz live after that, and he was saying that the boys were mad at him because he didn't want to like jump in on the whole let's bash Adonis thing, and I just feel like
Right,
that's lame too. Because why are we all being group project? Why can't we all just stand on our own? Like it's just not giving for me.
right. And then what do you think of the new boy?
I like Adonis so far. Like I looked at his Instagram. I feel like he be putting it on. I like the way he dresses. Um, I can't really give too much because they didn't really give him the time to speak. He walked in there ready to fight Chef D immediately. So that was that.
Right.
And did you hear he said that they edited that fight to make it look like he lost against the Barristan Bear?
Yes, I did. That live is gonna be up after this ends. I just feel like Chef D is Natalie's Cookie Crunch girlfriend. So it wouldn't, I wouldn't put it past them to make it look as if, he's doing him a big one. Meanwhile, he's really not. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
because I mean, even in
Yeah.
the earlier part of the episode, his fight with Carry On, like Carry On can't fight. You say he was twirling like a
Carry on was
ballerina. I
twirling.
felt so bad. At least he
I said,
tried. I was
wait,
like, at
Carry
least
on,
he
how did you
tried.
fall? He didn't even hit you.
He didn't. I was like, oh wow. At least he tried to fight back. I'll give him that. But that was so embarrassing. And then what did they say? They was like, Carry On, yeah, do your big one. I was like, he was swimming on the floor. He wasn't
This is
doing
Carry On.
anything. I
Just let
felt
it
so
happen.
bad.
Just let it happen. Just
I
let
feel
it
like he was speaking
happen.
to security when he was saying that because they were kind of trying to stand in the way. He was like, you know what, let me just get,
Oh, because I'm
you
like, what
know,
are we letting happen? Carry On. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
yeah, that's what it sounded like he was talking about. But I also do agree with y'all saying that Orlando had to be off of more than the liquor, the dog liquor, because
Mm,
he was like incapacitated dang near at that point.
yeah,
So yeah, but
very.
I'll give
All
somebody
right.
else some time to shine because I didn't have too much to say about this episode. I'm really just over
Y'all
the
just want to
season.
talk about Playboys and the Academy. I
You,
already could
yeah,
feel it.
because those shows are so much better.
I can
Like
feel it.
you asked the
Listen, I
previous
can't move
caller,
it on
did
a
you like
Sunday.
season one or two
That'll be too
better?
much. Huh?
True. I was
Yeah,
gonna say you
that'll be
asked the
too much.
previous caller if they like season one or two better, and I think both seasons are equally boring. Like season one
Oh.
was boring, and this is getting boring because, like I said, everybody's friends. I don't need them to be fighting, but like it just feels like
Right.
everybody's a yes man, like kind of thing. It's not giving
Mm.
individuality. So yeah.
You saw how Sky and Joyce fell out?
No, I didn't. They fell out.
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to
Go
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 see
go
it
to the
because.
T page. All right, thanks for calling in.
Okay.
No. All right, what's going on, Sherry? I'm gonna add you, Sherry. Make sure you ready. What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm always ready.
What you think about tonight's episode?
Oh, okay. Let's just start off with Chef Chompers here.
Okay.
Him hollering for his money. I'm tired of hearing it. Look, if you're broke, just say it. If you're broke, just say it. I mean, really, if money's really that big of a problem, let me just cash app you. I'll cash app you at this point because I'm just tired of hearing it. Ooh, he get on my nerves. Like just the chompers.
What's my money? What's my money?
Just all the time. Like, I mean, at this point, it's given, Stewie. I mean, you're gonna get up or are we violent? I mean, just it's getting annoying. But anyways, next Orlando. I don't understand why they didn't just leave him on the sprinter. What are y'all thinking? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I guess security didn't
like
want to sit back.
we already know it wasn't alcohol that was just only involved in this. It was clearly the powdered donuts. We heard him. We all heard him say it. We all heard him say it. Like I think it was the last caller that said it, or the caller before that, but it was something that Whitney comment. Yeah, we all heard him say it. Next, what was next? Oh my God! Oh, the new guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, I said it in the comments. I'm gonna say it again. I'm just upset. He looked like somebody's uncle that's been waiting for you to turn 18, and is just sitting there looking at you across. You 18 yet? You not 18 yet? No. Oh, okay.
I think he looked good.
No.
You're so critical.
I'd rather toss this thing in a circle for Jonathan than that man.
You look
I'm
better
sorry.
than Chef D.
Oh yeah, you might. Okay, well we could probably give him that. We could give him that. All right, because I can't deal with the chompers in the middle of the night. You know, if I come home and I see that and he clicks the lights on, I don't want to deal with that either. You know, I ain't looking at those chompers when I walk in at 12 a.m. Where you been at? Seeing them white chompers, And that's my only opinions about this episode.
Who's your favorite bad boy of the season? Oh, we lost Sherry. Oh, we lost her. What is going on, Delilah?
Hey, Pierre.
What's up?
Oh my God, before we get into the drama, can I just say Joyce and Sky fell out, Persuasion fighting at the premiere. It's going down with the South Central.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the South Central is lit. They're making Zeus look so like amateur.
They really are at this point. It's like, oh my God.
I saw bear spray. Where was My to eat it up?
You know she gonna eat it up like cats do. Okay, she's gonna eat it up. She's been in the county, as she said.
Oh, God.
Okay, Chef D and Carry On. It was category is floor performance. You was twirling, twists, spins.
Category is death drop.
Yes, death drop to the floor.
It's across the line.
Listen, he cleared that category. He did, because Chef D had him twirling, spinning, everything. And it's just like, Carry On can't fight. Carry On can't fight. We seen it last season. He could hold his own, but he can't fight. Like, why do they keep coming after Carry On? We might have to get Gutta on Chef D, to say, defend Carry On, because I felt so bad. Talking about some just let it happen. No. That's going to be an ass whooping you don't want to see play back. They're trying to save you the humiliation. They're trying to, help you out.
Right.
I feel like Raz B definitely shouldn't have apologized or feel guilty about the Orlando situation. Like, I feel like he was looking out for Orlando's safety mentally, because remember, he just got out of jail. So if things do be popping off and it's so left and right, he might not be used to that, feel like he back in jail and might spaz out. Like, we don't need that to happen, especially while filming. You don't need him to have a manic episode.
Right.
So I feel like he shouldn't feel guilty. Like, Razby, don't feel guilty. I know he really, you talk to Orlando about a lot of stuff, but
I just was annoyed he kept apologizing, because I'm like, what are you saying sorry for? You did nothing wrong. You tried to warn your friend. Why are you sorry?
Right. You was just looking out for their well-being, but just apologize in a moment, but don't really feel sorry about what you did. You had good intentions behind what you did and what you said. So, that's that. And onto the little bus. I feel like Big Lou was kind of wrong for calling out Ara.
Ara. That's always gonna be funny. I'm gonna follow what he's saying.
I just be laughing every trip. Ara. You gotta do the hand and everything. On his religious beliefs, because I feel like you can't jump into a conversation about religion or a competition about religion that quick and that easy without possibly offending somebody.
Right.
And as we could see from Zeus not showing the whole conversation, religion is really one of those topics, like, it's not really talked about publicly. There's so much opinions that come with religion and so many different beliefs that nobody wants to be offended. So
and I just don't feel like Zeus is the place where we should be talking about religion, because everybody on there is unholy.
It real unholy.
Okay.
Listen.
But
saying. I do appreciate Mo City for having his little share to, have RRC, that there's more than just what he probably sees for religion and his religious beliefs.
Right.
But I believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
And not gonna lie, Mo City Bay, you've been through a lot when you were younger, okay? You've gotten shot at, okay? You were gay. It's a lot. It's, my God. Because y'all gotta remember, this was around the time he the fat cat dude that was on Twitter. said that like they were going out.
Yes, Miss Fat Cat. If y'all don't know about Miss Fat Cat, go to the Twitters.
Better do your research. There's a reason why they call them the Fat Cat.
Okay, I did my research, girl.
Was the cat fat?
It was meaty, fat, badussy, okay? All of it.
I can't stand y'all.
Big Debbie cakes, okay? Big Debbie cakes. Orlando, they should have left him on the... Why didn't they leave him on the little bus? He was off it. Apparently, he might have been off of Four Loko, but we know he was off the powder donuts, you know?
You think it was powder donuts?
It had to be a crossfade of the liquor and powder donuts. It had to be one of them because, Orlando, why are you that messily drunk, sloppily drunk, and you're knocking stuff over? You're so incoherent. Like, get yourself together. I get you just got out of prison and you're trying to be free, but, you know, you could be free in other ways. You know, smoke some weed, you know, the ganja.
Oh. The ganja.
And Prince Mo City carry on talking about it. I feel like once again, Razby, why are you feeling guilty? Stop feeling guilty. But I feel like the little initiation could go either way. It could go either positive or negative because as we see with shows and initiations, they never turn out right.
Right.
So there might be some drama next episode, and I'm willing to see that. But I hope everything goes smooth.
It gave me BGC 14 vibes when, you know, the twins and Jayla came in the house.
That's what it gave, the little initiation. Or when they try to do like a little initiation prank on the Twisted Sisters with the little replacements that came in.
Oh, with the powder?
You know?
And we're not talking about powder donuts, y'all.
Right, we're talking about the real baby powder, okay?
Right, real baby powder. Exactly.
So yeah, it could go either way.
What's your favorite Bad Boy this season?
Yeah, I gotta get into that. One thing about Jonathan, he's my favorite because they treat him like he's up Uncle Clifford from the you know, P Valley, and he returned to the pain. They just be updating him on things, and he be trying to get his girls together, you know, get to the bag. And sometimes they just don't be trying to be on Jonathan's way. That's why he got to back up the trunk on y'all. You know.
What do you? Okay, this is what confused me. The end of the episode, they were talking about how they didn't get to the bag. Is it the goal to get to the bag? What happened to the bag? Because they were saying they didn't get to the bag.
I don't know what it is with Zeus, but they never end up getting to the bag. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the bag was used on Orlando's bail money or, you know, anything else that has to do with Orlando, possibly any, you know, money to pay for damages, as we see the damages that he caused at the club, knocking bottles over and everything. So who knows what happened to the bag? But I feel like they need to get their bag, especially Chef D. Why ain't you cooking? Come out with a cookbook. Come out with a recipe. Come out with an edible. Come up with something. You know, like
a motherfucking dipping sauce, nigga. Something.
God damn. Yo, Chef D is cooking up all the drama in the house, but no food. Like, what are you doing?
Orlando been calling him on this episode too. He said, "Nigga, I haven't seen you cook since we got here."
How was your day, Chef D? You're not cooking. Like, I see why Saucy Santana left you. Like, oh my God, he couldn't handle it. He didn't want to be with the girl. He would.
Did you guys see? There's a video going viral. It's Carisha basically complaining at Santana's house, saying, "Oh, he was I came to Santana's house, and he gave me a box of pizza, and the Papa John's pizza right there. Apparently, that was around the same time he was dating Chef D.
Yeah, I remember that live. He was like, "Your man left you for dead, hoe." Listen, that was right.
I'm like, if that's not a beer, so I don't know what is.
And Adonis, him coming in, it was so cute and everything. I don't like he ain't for me, but if the girls like him, go ahead. But Adonis, you ain't the king of Miami. Everybody's the king of Miami at this point. I'm the queen of Miami, okay? At this point. Bougie is the queen of Miami at this point.
No, it's the thing down here. Like, it's all for everybody. Let us say that. Like, I'm the king of Miami. I'm the queen of Miami. Okay, that's what I said in my recap. Nicki National. She said, "King, Trina and Trick are the king and queen crabs of Miami." Cause like everybody thinks they're the queen and king of Miami.
They really do. Like, y'all ain't the queen and king in Miami, but I do like him for all the prom dresses and everything. I never had prom, but if I ever did, he could definitely do my dress. Yes, like, bust it down, okay? You know,
down, okay?
Down.
Any final thoughts?
My final thoughts, y'all, hit that like button, you know, get some merch. What are you doing? Like, do I gotta call the South Central girls on you? Because I'll call Cash and she'll eat it up.
Yo, no, we need to call Cashmere. Cashmere.
Motherfucking Cashmere and my, okay?
Right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye.
Night. My entertainers are my people, y'all. And in the meantime, in the meantime, okay, in the words of Joyce, hit them up like button, y'all. Okay? It's only worth $0. It's not worth 20,000.
So she said we only made 20,000, and I'm about to take 10 to my mama. And I was, yeah. That's what y'all stopped y'all life for, which I never had one. 20,000. Say that at 20, a Twinkie. Yeah.
Shut up. Okay. What is going on, Chanel?
Hey, oh my goodness, not you calling me out in the comments. I said, let me get
don't be scared to call in.
Okay, because I do have opinions, you know what I'm saying? But here's my first thing. I feel like with Zeus and Bad Girls Club, Baddies West and Bad Boys Texas,
right.
You're gonna do what the Bad Girls Club have done, do it all the way, because it's like it's an imbalance, so it never feels like they even have all these really, really good moments. And then the show is boring because everybody like each other, or it's just fighting every day, going out to the club and not really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be a balance. Like everybody in that house should not like each other like they do. And that's not me being messy, but you know, I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I'm entertained.
Are you not entertained?
I am not entertained. Okay.
I think that shit's as fuck.
Okay.
I feel you though. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing. Big Lou, I go back and forth because Big Lou, he be growing on me like I low-key be saying wagwan, you know what I'm saying? It sounded like
wagwan.
But like
right.
I don't like how he be moving sometimes though. I still don't like how he be moving sometimes because I don't like the whole religious conversation in the bus. I feel like everybody was jumping on back. Like how you say you are brother, like we all bad boys, we all this, we all that. But the minute he say something that most of y'all don't agree with, well, he not y'all brother no more. Like y'all coming at him, you not respecting him. Like if Orlando was saying something like, you know, I believe in Buddha, whatever, this and that, everybody would be like, you know, that's you, bro, do you. But because it's banger, everybody talking about some God is good all the time. Like I just felt like that was so unnecessary. Like let him be respect where he at and don't keep trying to push the issue or the situation. Like we can feel how we feel. And then how you gonna push the situation, then be like, yeah, let's take a shot. Prince rolling up a blunt. Like y'all, is this y'all the ones that believe in God for real? Like Orlando, you know, he taking a line off the Bible. Is this the guy y'all believe in? Like
I just thought out of everybody, Orlando, he got on my nerves also like the most out of that whole scene. Because one, he was over talking to everybody. He wouldn't even let Banger talk. He's like, "Can I talk?" He's funny and all, but that whole yelling and stuff that really would have got on my nerves if I was in the same like cast as him. That shit is irritating. So yeah.
Did you notice when Jonathan, Orlando, and Relly was out there? Like it wasn't really a back and forth, but Jonathan was coming at Orlando, and he was like, "What you mean? What you say?" He's like, "I like what I said." Like I felt like I don't know if anybody knows that, but I feel like it was a little. Like, I don't know if Orlando was trying to push that issue with Jonathan or not. I had to go to
say that again.
It was a moment when Relly and Jonathan Orlando was all talking outside.
Okay.
And I think Jonathan was like, I don't know if he was like, "Oh, you acting crazy too, Orlando, like you doing the most in here." And then I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?" But Jonathan was just like, you know what you said, like, don't even do that. And then they went to another topic. I don't know. I feel like I really want Jonathan Orlando to go at it, but I really don't think they're going to. Like,
that he considers him his like a good friend of his. If y'all don't know, Orlando has supported Jonathan like outside of the show. I remember he even posted a video where Orlando like went into his I think it's his hair shop. But he sells like merch and stuff on the inside of it, and Orlando went there and bought it like without even him asking him to. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Okay, so no beef.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get your wish back.
Right.
You know.
Carry on is poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. The thing that bothers me.
You said Carry On is poor.
Yeah, he's poor. He's actually poor. My thing, because Kirk Franklin not giving him no more.
Franklin saying.
And I don't know where the Zeus checks is going, but he's giving poor. Because and my biggest thing is, as much as I don't like Chef Teeth,
Okay.
I understand that, because why would you even go out with me knowing that you ain't got it and you think I got it? Somebody was like, oh, I think Chef D is like broke or whatever. I don't think he broke. Carry On broke because he ain't do the money. Raz B at the end of the day, he threw a burger on him and then he sent them the cash out. Like,
yo.
And then Carry On talk about something. It's not about the money, but the principle. Most City try to ask him about it. He's like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. We move into the better things. Like, why are you trying to duck the situation? Pay that man his money with that Zeus check. I know you get that little 2,000.
Maybe you should have asked Natalie for a little down payment real quick. Natalie would have been no. My cash app's out of control.
Especially the way he ran to the door. Natalie, boy, sit down. How about some Natalie? Hey, she don't like you. As soon as the season over, you cut. I feel like he's cut. I hope he's cut.
No, I don't think we see them bringing him back for another season for sure. Especially after the whole running thing. That's new. Okay, that's why it was so funny to me when Relly was like insufficient funds. That to me was funny.
Funds. You ain't got no money.
Okay. I need no money. Pay me. But wait. What can I say? Pay my dues.
Like
pay my dues.
Where is the funds? Like the check bounce. One thing about this though, everybody's talking about how they like the first season versus this season.
Yeah.
I really wish that Gutta would not have burnt the bridges that he did with Zeus.
Same.
Like, I really feel like Gutta is Zeus.
This was his season. Last season wasn't his season at all.
At all. But once he started talking about Natalie and Curtis, child, you ain't coming back.
Yeah. You don't mess with Curtis.
Okay. Look,
you see what that girl said? That girl said she didn't even get it.
Right. I'm like, the one girl, she ain't get casted because you
right.
And like, but my final thing is about the new book. Adonis is like a 5 out of 10. I went to his Instagram. He's still a 5 out of 10 for me. Like, I don't really like his face like that. I don't really find him attractive, but I think he cool. Like, it's something with people when they be growing up, like, and they don't have a lot, and when they get it, they really flaunt it. I think that's one of the things that might have turned me off about Big Lou too, because every time he talk, you like, you know, I got my Versace shades and my designer Gucci belts, and you know, I came up, and so it's like, okay, is that all you are? But I do like the fact that he has, you know, made some pieces, and I think he does clothes, right? Like, yeah. So, and I feel like they didn't give him a fair chance. They do a fair initiation. Like, you want to put him into the bad boys' house. If you want to be like the Bad Girls Club, just do it right. Because when they were bringing the girl, she would just walk in, see her name on the, see her picture and everything. And then the girls would like see her coming in, like, do something like that. Don't be like, oh, we got a surprise. And they know it's a new boy, so they already plotting on him. Like, no, like, that's why.
Right.
But I don't know.
That's the thing. You're right. When you mentioned that, like, I missed, like, remember on reality television where, like, the new person used to come in and sort of like explore the house, and then they kind of figure out there's somebody new in the house. I missed that.
Right, like give them actually make it a surprise. Don't like initiate something, because what's the real surprise? Talking about watches and stuff, and I don't like that. You know, if you're gonna do it like BGC, just go all the way, because at this point,
that's what I'm saying. You might as well. Nobody else is really going to do it at that level of production, so you might as well just steal the whole concept, and you already have a different name, so I can't get sued.
Okay,
you know, like, you feel me? So just do it all the way. Like, imagine if they had pictures of each of the boys. They let him come in the house by himself while they out in the club, and he checking out who the boys are. He like, oh, I got beef with you know, the Bear Chef D. Okay, and then he might have been talking shit about some of the other cast members, right? And then they watching it now, they're like, oh, you were saying this about me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like, if you're gonna do it, because we all know, like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And to the bag is forever being pushed, like forever being like trying to get achieved, but it's forever out of reach. Like the bag is just, I don't even know. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for whatever, because it's not a real thing. Like, what is the bag? You're not getting to the bag. Like, the Zeus checks is not the bag. I'm confused. Like, they talking about having block parties and stuff, which that's why I really like Jonathan, because Jonathan is businessman to his core. You know, he already like, let's do that friend college, this is and that. And he really does remind me of Uncle Clifford at the pen, because he's like, y'all need to get yourselves together. Every time he come in, he put him in the shade. Getting I some clothes, like doing what he got.
I wouldn't be surprised at the end of each conversation. He said, "Get it together."
Right.
Like Shawnee be doing to the basketball.
He's like, y'all don't really be doing nothing. Y'all really don't nothing. Y'all really don't really own nothing. Like, that's how I know he on there. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to Now That's TV. I know I said
oh my god.
I'm trying to get somebody a account.
Y'all like see other people watching the app and y'all want to subscribe to
it. Because I'm not gonna lie here, I really do like your content. So I'll be watching the reviews and I don't know what the hell going on, but I watch it. So I'm just like, wow,
no, it is good. I will say that like their shows are getting better. They are. The production of their shows is getting a lot better.
Do you think Orlando was really on the powdered donuts at the club?
Yeah, for sure. Alcohol is not going to make you to the point where he looked incoherent past alcohol, for sure.
Do you think he do pills? Because I've seen people like that that's been on like Molly, Percocet.
I feel like he does powdered donuts mixed with like some X type. Y'all know, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Some X with powdered donuts.
And I don't like Chef D, but he's the person that I don't like him so much. So every time, like, I be laughing at him, but I'm like, dang, I really don't like him. Like, he's that person like you love to hate because he really is a mess. But it's like sometimes he's not all the way wrong, but he is a mess.
He wasn't wrong about the money. I will say that because
I'll ride with
it's just you don't like him, so you're kind of like, ugh. But
right, exactly. And leave Prince alone. Right. Everybody is bothering Prince. Leave Prince alone. He's not doing nothing to nobody, which maybe it's his downfall, but let him chill. He got his comfort blanket. He chilling. I do think he tried too hard because I'm not going to say he don't like the bitches, but I don't think he likes girls like in that setting like that. Like he's not really a stripper guy, but I do feel like he's straight though. I feel like he's straight.
Okay.
But leave him alone. Like he ain't even did nothing. Like, everybody talking about.
I'm interested to see that conversation that's going to be next week when Zoral's just like, how did you feel when, they say you don't like pussy and you like the pussy? Like, I want to know.
Because when they tried to do it first season with Carry On, he was like, I like what I like.
Right.
I like what I like. At least Prince will be a little sick. Mm-hmm. But that's all I got.
All right, Night. Thank you so much for calling in.
Of course, bye.
Night. All right, my girl, season 3, Baddie with the Baddies.
Period. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good.
I haven't been here in a while, so I had to come with my notes.
Right.
First of all, who is the king of Miami, Pierre? I need to know because
I'm the king of Miami.
Period. Okay, and you ain't no funny looking motherfucker.
Right. Okay? Funny looking motherfucker.
Anyway, okay, so I got a few things. Just bear with me, okay? First of all, let's start with Carry On.
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with him. He can't. I had to keep rewinding because I was like, he just got knocked all the way over. Like, remember when Shelly, after she got beat up, she was trying to eat the rice and the Chinese food after what was her name that beat her up really hard in the New Orleans Bad Girls Club, and then she came all the way over. Nastasia,
yeah.
He just got knocked over like that. I'm like, Carry On. But then when he starts talking, it's like he's talking rough, but it's like he's kind of talking to himself. He's like, yeah, take it. Get that. We got it. Like, and it's like he's talking at Chef D, but everything he's saying, it's kind of like, are you talking to yourself, Carry On? Like, I don't know. We're over him, Natalie. Don't bring him back. The Willy Wonka look was end of scene. Now, I do, when it comes to Orlando and Razby, I get both sides. I get why Orlando was saying that. Because it's like, well, I don't know how close him and Razby are, but like, if I'm sitting here talking to someone all day and then someone tells me they're going to beat them up, I don't know. Like, I might say something too, but this is what I'm going to say. At the end of the day, this is why executive producers shouldn't be on the show, because then you're privy to information that normal cast members aren't. And now, since you want to open your mouth because Natalie probably told you something, Chef D told her, and then you want to go open your mouth, you look stupid and got a burger thrown at your head, dummy.
Why did he thank him for the burger after he threw the burger at him? I was like, did he take a bite out of it when he threw it at his direction? That's what he thanked him. Like,
so cringe. I love him, but I can't. Like, he's just
like,
I don't
want to thank you for the burger. You feel me? I love motherfucking Burger King, nigga. Like, I ate that bitch. I was like,
Raspy, stop. Like, I don't know what was more cringe, that or him doing that to the stripper when Prince called him out. Anyway, so next thing, Orlando. How you gonna go so hard on Banga? And this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like talking about religion at all. Because here's my thing. Y'all gotta flip it over. Think about it. Orlando, if you was in a room full of atheists, would you want them talking about how they don't believe in Jesus and you shouldn't believe in Jesus? Like, y'all, you can't be, first of all, y'all on the way to the club. Like, that's not the place to have that conversation. And I get it. But like, go one-on-one and talk to him. Don't. This is why people think that Christians are hypocrites, because y'all all ganging up on him. And I am a Christian, but like, this is literally the fight that I be fighting, because I'm not perfect, but I don't tell people I'm not perfect, and I'm not gonna preach to you. But you doing that, and then you over here high, drunk, getting carried around, and making us look stupid. Talking about, well, I carry my Bible even when I'm high. That's not a good thing, Orlando.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and to answer your question, that was not powdered donuts. Have you been around somebody who's been on powdered donuts? I know you in Miami, so I know you have.
Yes. I've been off with powdered donuts.
I know you don't do it, but
no.
With powdered donuts, like, and I don't do it, but I've seen people, it does not make you disoriented like that. You don't got to be getting carried around. It kind of like, people do that when they're too drunk and now they want to get a little coherent. That was not powdered donuts. That was something a little bit stronger. Okay. And speaking of that, the way why they have them walking down the street back and forth like that? Because did you see how bad Chef D was sweating?
Chef D was, I know his unit stopped, Carl, at the end of that day.
Bro, someone said, they had us walk them out. I said, yeah, well, according to Chef D's neck, y'all walked to the Nile River. Anyway, my last couple of things. Zeus is wrong for sure in Orlando like that. That was like kind of exploitation. What do you think about that?
I feel like they should have left him on the bus. They should have left Mr. With him on the bus. That would have been the right, proper person to watch him. You feel me? Like, him propping him up. It's like you putting a dead. You know how they be having them funerals and they think that the dead person. Right. They think that the dead person wants to be stood up while they play music or something in the middle of a club somewhere. That's what it gave me.
That's too much.
I like it.
And when it comes to the money, I feel like what I think, and I want to see more, because I have a thought that I feel like after Jonathan and Jarrelli missed that money, they might have been pissed off and been like, hey, y'all have us going to these free events, Zeus, and y'all making us miss our money on an off day. Then we need to figure out how to get some money for these things, because it's not season 1 anymore. Remember season 1, they did everything for free, but it is season 2. And speaking of that, I wonder if when they start getting paid, is Natalie going to come in and divvy up the $20K? Because I guarantee you, them men ain't going. They're not going to give Mo City double. Mo City's not going to get double of Jonathan's pay just because you performed. And that's what I was saying with the women. Y'all can't be doing that. You know. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I have to say.
Who's your favorite bad boy of the season?
Okay. Well, you know, it's Mo City fine. No, honestly, okay. My favorite is Banga, period. I love Big Banga.
Okay.
But I do, I like most of them. I think Carry On I could do without. Chef D, even though he gets on my last nerves, like I can see like where, like if he was in a different group of people not trying to prove himself, I think he'd be really cool.
So you think he would fit more in season 1 than season 2?
Yes, because I think especially if he didn't know, I think the problem with him is he knows too many people and he feels a little bit bigger than what he is. I think that's a big problem. And I have some constructive criticism for Zeus. There's too much fourth wall. We got to bring the fourth wall back just a little bit, because even when they had the meeting, if you look in the reflection of that of the glass doors in the back, all you see is like 40 people. And it's like it just doesn't even feel like
I did. Oh, you're right.
It doesn't feel like a show anymore.
Everybody in black.
Yeah, it's like a series of meetings. Yeah. I saw Lemmy too. It's like a series of meetings, and then you guys go out to the club, and a series of meetings and setups, and you go to the club. Like, come on, bro. But that's pretty much it, baby.
All right, thanks so much for calling in.
Like this video. Bye, guys.
Night. All right, before I get on, make sure you guys run up that like button, all right? Or else I'm gonna get Stunner Girl to run after y'all like Big Biggie.
My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious? My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious?
What is going on, Miss C? Are you serious, nigga?
Yes, who's in charge of the girls?
Pierre.
Okay. Well, can we, before we get into it, I love your channel so much. I've been looking for a Bad Boys Baddies channel, and I'm happy I found you. You are great.
Thank you.
First thing I want to say is, can we talk about Orlando real quick? Can we just?
Yeah, we talk about it all.
First, here. So I'm a little old. I'm about 33. So I grew up watching Orlando on TV when he was doing all those bomb TV shows I watched as a kid. It's so disheartening to see, you know, where he is right now. And like, it's just, and I know that he chose to be on the show and all of that, but I just still feel like in some way Zeus is exploiting him. And I don't care what nobody has to say about that part. He's being exploited, Raz B as well. I grew up loving B2K. It's so sad to see them resort to this. Like, Orlando was literally Black Hollywood. And I think that's why it bothers me so much to see him stoop so low. But I will say he funny when he said that bump, bump, bump looking ass.
I know Raspy probably watching these confessionals like this funny looking nigga. I know he's bad.
So I was definitely laughing. Orlando is funny. I'll give him that. I liked Lou and Banga when they had their heart-to-heart because I'm from DC myself. So seeing him and seeing them together like that, it was really nice. So it just shows like what kind of person Banga really is. And I'm just glad like he's the one that's being the star of the show and people defending him, you know, like like they are. Like, it's really great to see that for him because I thought, and I kept saying from the beginning, no, I like Banga. I'm about to rock for him. But can we talk about Chef D? Oh, I'm sorry, Chef T. Can we discuss him?
Teeth.
I do not like him. I never liked him from the first episode he was on. I just feel like he just wants attention. He like it. He don't care how it comes. I want that nigga to cook something. What you think he can cook?
Boil eggs.
Did you see what Lou? Lou said that he a lobster cooking bitch. That's what we called him.
Listen, let me Chef D, this is where he rubbed me the wrong. Not even Bad Boys. When I peeped that something was off about him, if y'all watched the conversation with Red and Natalie, he was there and he was getting on my nerves. I was like, who is this guy? And then that's when I was like, oh, that's the guy that, you know, Santana dated. And then that's when I was like, oh yeah, he, you know.
Santana,
and then that's when I peeped. Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, Santana. Them big ass
material boy. That was his material boy.
Yes, I love Santana. Yeah. What else? I did not like how Orlando was acting at the club. Nigga, you too old to be acting like that. I don't understand what he had. I seen people in the comments saying that my man may have been off meth or something. That wasn't no powdered donuts.
Allegedly.
Like, he a hypocrite too because I done seen videos of Orlando. Like, to me, when he be in church, I feel like he be playing with God. Honestly, I'm like.
So you think it's like a mockery that he kind of like when we, because I know these clips you're talking about. They've been posted on social media when like they've said, oh, he's turned his life to God because of you know all the stuff that happened in his past. So you think that's like all BS? Yeah,
I do. Because if he was so into God, he would not be on a show like that. And I just feel like you would be using your positivity for something else. Like you'll try to be doing a more positive platform. Like all his shit negative. He's negative. I think he needed to be in the hospital with Raz B some fucking where.
Would you say the same thing for Black China with her hosting the Baddies East auditions?
Her too. Yep. Everything. She fake too. Like everything she did, even down with the Kardashians. Like, why would you go and have sex with their brother? Like, let's.
But she got her leak back. Get your leak back. She got her leak back.
She got her leak back. You know what?
She's from DC too. Ain't she from DC?
She is. She from my neck of the woods. She from Southeast. So
the theme of DC is get your leak back. So she got her leak back.
Oh, we getting our lick back.
Right.
Okay. I don't know what they was thinking when they cast Razor. Can you talk about that? She did not represent my city well, and I didn't like it. You supposed to be beating ass and taking names, girl. Like, you're not supposed to be.
You didn't think she did?
She did not. That's what she was supposed to be doing.
This is what I said in Razor's defense. Y'all remember when they was on the bus, and I said this in the beginning of the live. There, like I said, that when Scotty was hitting her on the bus, she didn't even hit her. At the end of the season, they show Razor's like goodbye, you know, reels or whatever, and then they show the angle on Razor's side of her versus Scotty, and she was the one actually hitting Scotty.
Oh wow! Okay, so she
go back and watch. Shout out to Dira on the girl who did the interview with Razor. It's because of her I peeped that because she talked about it in the interview, and I went back and I'm like, yep, she was right.
So you know the Baddies East auditions happened in DC recently. Natalie ended up going to a hookah bar that's in Virginia, and one of my coworkers, you know, just so happened to be there and saw Natalie. And when I got to work, I had asked her about it because she had posted on her story that she took a picture with Natalie. And you know, I know what she said. What? Nobody cared that they was there. Everyone paid their ass dust. I ain't lying. And she was like, nobody was saying nothing to this girl, and they said that Natalie and Scotty looked dirty.
Oh.
They were at a
I love when my entertainers get inside info.
Yes, I'm telling you, they was like, nobody cared that she was there. I said, that's because like us OG people, we know Natalie full of shit. We know that. Like,
so nobody's running up like, Natalie, let me get a pic.
No, that's what she said. Like, everybody was just doing their own thing.
I would have hit her. Natalie, can you sign my book?
Yeah. Girl, listen.
I need to do the book series, y'all. I told y'all I done got these books for no reason. I still haven't done the series, y'all. I've been so damn busy. I'm gonna do the series eventually, y'all. I got y'all. Okay.
I thought Curtis was gonna be, but I asked my coworker. I said, "So was Curtis there?"
Right.
Because I just wanted to know the tea because they definitely went. They was not up for Natalie, and I understand why. She fake as hell.
Who's your favorite bad boy this season so far?
My favorite bad boy gotta be Jonathan, bitch.
Jonathan, okay.
Yes. But I don't know if it's like, it seems okay now, but I don't like that everybody seems scared of him. It really gives that energy, like they don't want to cross him type of thing. I don't know. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, for sure. All of the cast, in my opinion. I'm not saying all of the cast is scared of him because I don't think Bang is scared of him. I will say that. I don't think he's scared of him. But I feel like most of them know to not like cross him because they know like, you know, he'll probably turn the house against.
He's gonna pull a Rio on their ass and slide their ass across the room. that's the shit he do.
Right.
And I also love Bang. Again, gotta love my hometown. So yes, I'm just so happy he on the show. But I love, those are my two favorites. I'm starting to like Lou. He actually made me look at him a little differently tonight after that conversation he had with Banga. But I heard that Banga's now beefing with him again. Is that true?
Yes, he check because I know you say you're new on my channel. Banga called in the other day. He did say he's gonna beat Lou's ass.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
you think they never lick back?
Yeah.
Remember the confessional where Jonathan said, "Oh, I think Baker got his lick back."
Yeah, right. So he is going to get his leak back at the reunion. He said this over and over. So yeah.
So why are they beefing again? That after seeing that moment tonight, you would think that they are right.
Okay, from what he said in the interview, right? He said, because he called in during like a live, he said that they both spoke about each other's mom. And then Lou posted a picture and then captioned it, you want to get your leak back, I want to hit a lick. So he felt like he was throwing shade, but Lou says it was for promotional purposes. But Banga says that's why I don't like you, because you do things for promotional purposes.
Do you think like them clothes he have real?
Banga's a key.
Banga's funny as shit. I want to party with him. I have to find him in the city somewhere. Like I need to find out what clubs he gonna be at, because I need to go hang out with him. Yes, I should. I should. I actually like him a lot. Can we wait before I go? How do you feel about Adonis? How he came in?
I feel like they picked the perfect person, because I feel like had they picked somebody smaller, he would have got jumped. So they picked like the perfect person with the right size who looks intimidating physically. You know what I'm saying? So the other boys, because if you saw he walked in, some of the other boys was like, oh damn, like we can't really do much. You get what I'm saying? So I think they picked the right person. Plus, he already had some beefs with people on the cast, so they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I hope he beat the shit out of Chef D. I'm tired of him. I want him gone. Did you see that picture of him with that bald spot in the middle where he was getting his piece put on?
I wonder if he approved that though. Like, I don't know if the barber did that accidentally or what.
He was smiling hard as fuck. You know he did it.
Right. But no, people do like some barbers. I know they take pictures of customers that get like the units in, but then they kind of like cover their face. But his face was all out, so I guess he approved it.
Yeah, them teeth was out. He was smiling at each photo. Like,
right.
I was laughing so hard at the picture.
Any final thoughts on the season?
Any final thoughts? I hope they pick it up. I honestly don't want to see all the fighting. Honestly, I'd rather see them more like how it was at Bad Girls Club. Even though it's like a balance. Like we see some fighting, but then we see what they good at. Like if Chef D is Chef, nigga, cook something. Like,
listen, if I was him, every episode I would have been serving a different entree.
You think I wouldn't have been? Yeah. I would have been in that in that kitchen whipping it up.
I would be like, book me.
Yes.
Entree this, entree that.
The only person I'm trying to cut you off that's promoting their business is Jonathan.
Yeah.
When he pulled that big ass truck.
That's true. He really is.
So I need them to promote more of their businesses. I don't want to see Raspy singing B2K songs anymore. Like, I just...
Wait, when did he do that? I'm about to miss this.
Remember when he was at the strip club? They didn't play the music, but you know...
okay, because I'm like...
Woman, boy, you ain't got no solo music, so we know for a fact you in there singing bum, bum, bum. Like... But thank you so much. I really like your channel, y'all. I'm going to stay in and watch the rest of the show.
Period. Thank you so much for calling in. Night.
All right, bye.
What's going on, LG? LG, what? Oh, okay.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What do you think about tonight's episode?
Lukewarm, like Jello.
Oh, what? Why you think it's Jello?
It's cool. I seen Gemini Films episode like an hour ago. It was better than that. But it's kind of like the same. Yeah.
One thing about this show, they dropped it. I feel like once they dropped, Zeus dropped their show, everybody else dropping their shows that's very similar to it. We got Gemini Films and now we got TV with these Playboys. So
why they don't take like all the OnlyFans boys and just put them on the show? Like they beef every day.
That is true though.
You can get all that money right there.
That's true. Listen, you giving them an idea right now because you know they be watching. They're gonna probably start something like that soon too, like a OnlyFans boys club or something like that.
Put just Kobe on that bitch and what's his name, Yardie Style,
right?
The sex scene.
What's the Kai Levine?
Oh man, that'd be World War III right there.
Listen, that show would be a key. That would be a good show right there.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even need to produce it. It'll produce on its own.
Top versus bottom right now.
Right. And the girls' version would be just as good too. Who out of this season is your favorite bad boy?
Can I call out the fans for a second?
Yeah.
Why y'all sucking banging dick? Like he's not that great.
Ooh. So who's your favorite if you don't think he's that great?
Hell, Chef D, like I guess
you a fan of Chef D? Oh,
not really.
We got something right here in the call.
They're doing what they usually do. You know, they hate on one guy, then they big up the other guy, then they put the guy on the next season. So if he get too cocky, don't hate on him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So why is Chef D your fave?
He's carrying the season.
That's a good argument. Because of him, you saying we getting the entertainment that we need.
He's trying to carry it. Jonathan cared about his image. The other two boys on the down low. What's his name? Darrell look over it already. Who else I got? And Raspy about to go. Raspy cool. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Orlando Brown
tomatoes at you.
That's so what? Orlando Brown got a clause out from what I heard, so he can't get in a fight. And Jonathan's a producer. You can't even fight him. That's why they're scared of him.
You said who got a clause?
Orlando Brown got a clause. He can't get in no fights.
Oh, okay. But then he could hit people?
Yeah. Look at
That's
Jonathan.
crazy.
They don't fight Jonathan. He's a EP.
Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense. I could believe that. I could believe the Orlando Brown thing for sure. Because of he is the biggest name on there out of everybody. Besides Raz B. For sure. Are you a Not As TV subscriber?
I ain't paying for that shit.
Okay, because I was about to say, because I was thinking that may be the reason why you feel that type of way about the show right now.
It's decent, yeah. It's too much right now.
All right, and who do you think is going to take the W at the end of the season? Like, who's going to come out on top when it comes to the editing, storyline, all that?
Gemini Films, so they can steal from him.
Shout out to Karan. Any final thoughts?
That's it. Thank you so much.
All right, night. That is funny. I never heard somebody say they're a fan of Chef D. Okay, then. Chef D fan in the building. All right, Chef D. Don't be feeling discouraged. Okay, you got some people after you. What's going on, KJ? KJ, what is going on? Oh, you about to miss it. Okay. I'm reading some more comments, y'all. I think I'm about to get up out of here. They said, what did Darrell mean when he said he wants to see how Prince Mo city move? When did he say that? So it says someone called Carry On. He got one fan present. Y'all so mean to this band, Chef D. All right, let me know what y'all thought about this episode, you guys. My girl BIBI, I guess, was feeling, under the weather, so she couldn't call in, okay? Also, make sure y'all tune in for the after show tomorrow. We're talking the Academy and South Central Playboys, and we're going to be breaking down all that stuff that happened during the premiere as well, so that's going to be a good one, okay? Because Miss Persuasion was she's the definition of buka baka boo. Okay, she came up with buka baka boo. All right, what's going on, Trey?
What's up, you ugly or no? You funny looking motherfucker.
Huh?
You funny looking motherfucker.
I'm a funny looking motherfucker. Who's that?
So first, I want to start off by saying I wanted to. I was rooting for Lou because I'm from Florida.
Okay.
But he just gives goofy like the whole time.
So who are you your biggest fan of on the show?
Parmathene.
Not Parmathene. Shout out to Gigi.
Yeah, shout out to Gigi Ma. Only because
right.
she's the only one who's like humble. Like I feel like everyone else is trying to look like they got clout or look like they're bigger than what they are, but he's kind of just being himself. So I kind of fuck with that. Or I mess with that.
Right. What do you think of this episode so far? And also the new boy.
I look-key kind of skipped through it, but I did watch the important parts. Carry On steady, embarrassing himself. Like he just need to go home at this point. It's just it's done for him. I like this new boy, King of Miami, because we need better representation for Florida. Because King ain't doing it for us.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's canceled out for me.
I'm happy they picked him as a replacement. Adonis for sure. I think they picked the right person.
And why is light skin with the braids always want to jump in something, but swear he not messy? Like it be the straight heterosexual.
Oh yeah. The
messiest ones. Also, I wanted to.
And we just get the bad rap because we like the same sex. But the straight dudes, they'll sit up here, they'll spill tea on their podcast that they try to make it seem like they just chilling. Nah, baby, y'all being messy, y'all talking shit like us girls do. That's what gets on my nerves, and we're the ones who get the bad rap, but whatever.
But I'm glad that Zeus is doing a boys version of like the baddies because it kind of shows the dynamic of how women will get out there like regardless. They ain't scared to turn down the fade. But men, the second we get hit, we want to go home. You notice that? We got 3 dudes who ready to go home after one little squabble. Like, what is this?
Right. When it came to the Rasby thing, he wanted to shake.
Same thing for last season too. Like I feel like every time someone got into it, they're like, "I ain't here for this. I'm out." And I'm like, these bitches will squabble all day and be ready for tomorrow. I don't get it.
Right. Out of everybody, who you think is gonna come out with the W at the end of the season? Editing, storyline wise.
It's looking like Banga, but I feel like it's gonna be Carry On because I feel like they know that we're playing with him, so they're gonna try to give him a better edit. Just because he hasn't done it, like he hasn't done Zeus wrong. So I feel like if it gets too bad with him and the Chef D thing, they might try to fix his line. But it's gonna be banger.
Okay. All right. Any final thoughts on this episode?
No, I love you, Pierre. You know, I check into every video. I stay here.
Period. All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye.
All right. Night. All right. Let me know what y'all thought. Like, think down below. Let me. And also, you already heard what I said before. Make sure y'all tune in to the after shows tomorrow. It's gonna be a long and it's gonna be a funny one. Okay. We're out, babies.
No personal thing.